We're gonna start with the name of your EP.
Yeah.
Super interesting, called Salt. Any particular reason why it's called Salt?
Yeah, I feel like, with the first EP, Unlovable, it was a lot of just kind of like borderline self-deprecation in the sense that I was just really self-pitying and like sad that my own life wasn't going that well because of like breakups and stuff like that. But
Right.
with this next EP, it was kind of more externalized. I
Yeah.
felt like there were a lot of things around me that I wanted to write about, aka complain about, borderline. But it was always kind of like more tongue in cheek. But with songs like Triple A, for example, it was
My
kind of like
favorite song, by the way.
Thank you very much. I quite like that one too.
Yeah.
So Triple A was essentially just a commentary on social media and influencer culture
Yep.
and stuff like that. How it's not just influencers; it's also the audience and just how like people don't seem to realize that these filtered lives on social media, they're not representative of how someone's life really is.
Yeah.
So that was just me making fun of that.
Yeah.
For Do Yourself a Favor, for example, if you listen to it, it sounds like a song about toxic relationship.
Yeah.
Only it's not mine. It's actually me. I was like a mediator for like a friend's toxic relationship for like over a couple months. So it's just kind of like me kind of like calling out both sides. Like, you're in denial and you're not healthy for this person. So that was what the song is about. So it's actually a very externalized EP. I'm taking references from outside versus my own personal experience. So
Alright.
yes. Yeah.
So would you say the name Salt, it comes from salty, and does that mean
Yeah.
you're just expressing that salty side of you?
Yeah, I'm complaining.
Yeah.
Just
Love it,
complaining.
love it.
Yeah.
So-
I'm hating. Yeah,
So-
I'm a hater.
Yeah. So moving on to your track Adore, what is it about? It's a beautiful
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Adore was essentially just a very, very simple story about rejection. Just about, being being played. It's essentially just a song about being played by a girl, which is very relatable.
So does that
However,
mean it's a real story, based on a real story?
I feel like every every person has gone through it to some extent.
Yeah.
Like, you're lucky if you haven't. It's great if
yeah.
you don't know how that feels.
I
But
have,
yes,
by the way.
yeah. I mean, there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Like, both of us
everybody's
have it.
Yeah.
So yes, but the fun fact about Adore was that it was this close to not making it on the EP. It was actually
Really?
yeah. I had another song, Do Yourself a Favor, which is also on this EP, and that was gonna be the single, and it was just gonna be some sort of filler track. I made this song literally a month before release. Like, I
What?
finished it,
No way.
and I was just like, oh man, I actually really like this song. I think we should put it in. And Sony was down enough to let me do that at short notice. So yeah, then it became the single. So that was surprising. Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Nick and I, NYK and
Just
I
Nick.
go way, way back.
Yeah.
He used to sit behind me in tuition, and I have you know that NYK is by far one of the smartest people in class.
Yeah, I don't even know why I was
I
there.
just want to ask you, but I
What a
just
waste
want to
of
ask
cash.
you. You were very vocal. You were very intelligent, and I knew that from the start when I got to know you. How did that transport you to the music?
Essentially, you're saying like, how'd you study so long for an economics degree and then drop it and do something creative?
Exactly. Yeah.
No. I'm super self-aware of that. Well, first of all, I did have a kind of negotiation with my parents in the sense that I did want to do music, but because they cared a lot for my future and my well-being, they were not very. They didn't take too kindly to that idea. So the insurance that I want, the deal that I kind of struck with them was to essentially, well, I'm gonna do my degree and I'm gonna do damn good at it. And once I have that safety net, I'm gonna do music, I'm gonna try it out, and I have a strong feeling it's gonna work. So they agreed to that. So I mean, it's not like I hated studying I think I was really lucky to be able to go to the UK and like study my degree over there. So it was a great experience, and I actually really like business and economics. I would almost say that it's still applicable. I feel like a lot of musicians are full on creative and like artistic, but uh, sometimes you need a bit of like business sense because in the end you're essentially selling you're selling yourself as a product. So having an understanding on how to market yourself and how to sell yourself in a way that suits you best versus
Yep.
say some kind of agency coming in and not really getting you and just selling you in a way that you might not
Yeah.
even like. So I think I've been very lucky to have to learn those skills when I was studying, so that I don't get into a place where I'm not comfortable or where I find myself like not being happy with the way like I'm selling my music.
Who would your dream collaboration be?
Yo, that cycles around all the time. Well, I reckon right now, just because his album just dropped and I really, really like it, I'll probably go with Joji. I think a collaboration with Joji would be really,
Yeah.
really cool.
I feel like I put you up there, right next to Joji, to be honest.
Wow, you should not do that.
Honest.
He's like king. He's like the king, bro. So, yeah,
I feel
but
like you got it what it takes. You're potentially you've got so much potential, and you're just getting better at your craft.
thank you,
And
thank you.
as an artist, as a visualizer, when it comes to being creative and stuff, you're really really good. Like your music videos are just insane. Moving on to your EP, Salt. Which song in your EP would you want someone who doesn't know who NYK is to listen to?
That'd be a tough pick between Adore and Triple A, I think.
Oh, I would pick Triple A.
You pick Triple A. Yeah, I think a lot of people would pick Triple A. But I kind of like Adore just because
Adore.
it's a little weird. Like there's a lot of like back end boring production stuff to it, but the way we went about it was very strange, and it's not a very typical pop track, I guess. So I think even moving on into the future, my future songs, I would want to like try and be, I don't know, try and explore different ideas and stuff like that. Triple A was a very nice song,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I really enjoyed writing it. But we definitely played kind of safe with that. Like we didn't take too much risk with that song. So I would love to take more risks in the future, and that's probably why I'd say Adore would be a good hint of what's to come, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those both songs are equally as good. Definitely my top
Cheers.
two.
Cheers to that. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so last but not least, what is your message to your fans all around the world?
Oh wow! Thank you so much. As always, Triple A in particular did very very well outside of Malaysia. So to anyone who's possibly checking in on from the outside, thank you so much for the support. I hope to provide more music that you will enjoy. And as for the Malaysian fans, y'all the day ones. Like there's no way. Like y'all are definitely the day ones. So I will always appreciate you guys, and I can't wait to get bigger and bigger and bring you guys along with me. Yeah,
Well
we're gonna live
said.
Malaysia up together. Yeah.
Well said, Malaysia represent. There you
Yes,
go,
sir.
NYK.
Fly FM.